There are so many fakes of components, and some fake components can be simply identified from the label. Today we found several groups of true and false controls to share how to distinguish the true and false components from the label. We can examine a label from 4 dimensions: font, seal, logo, and line. Even without detailed analysis and comparison, you can feel that there are some differences between these two labels. The first is the difference in fonts. The font of the fake label is still somewhat different from that of the real label. For example, the words LOT and DTE in the picture look obviously different. The second is the difference in seals. The seal of the real label is larger and the spacing of the fonts is wider. The seal in the fake label cannot be found. The seal of the real label means Leershan Phoenix Semiconductor Commer Ltd, which is affiliated to the semiconductor department of ON Semiconductor. The third is the difference in logos, PB lead-free logo, and E3. The fake one is larger than the real one, and the border lines of E3 are different. The lines of the E logo on the side are thinner in the fake one, and the spacing of the font of ON is larger than the real one, and the font is thicker. Fourth, the borders of fakes are larger, while those of real ones are smaller, and the words are arranged more compactly. First is the fonts. The fonts of the two labels look quite similar, but a closer look reveals the problem. The font of the fake label is obviously thinner, and the font of the MS level in the border is also thinner overall. The second is the seal. The seal on the fake label should actually be Leershan Phoenix Semiconductor Commer Ltd, and the company name on the fake label is obviously misspelled. The third is the logo. The two circles of environmental protection and grade, the fake one is larger than the real one. The E logo next to it is actually quite different. You can tell at a glance that the lines of the real ones are thicker, the color of E is darker and smaller, and the font of the ON logo is also thicker. Fourth, the borders of fakes are larger, while those of real ones are smaller, and the words are arranged more compactly. The first is the font. This label is different from the previous two groups. The font of the real label is obviously thinner, so it is not certain. The sample of the label is very important. The second is the seal. The seal of the real label is slightly thicker in both lines and fonts. The third is the logo and the line. Whether it is the logo or the line of the border, the real one is thinner. There are two major challenges in label comparison to distinguish authenticity. A large amount of original authentic label data is required for comparison, and many people do not have complete label sample data. This is especially true for end buyers. In addition, the differences in labels from different periods and different origins also increase the difficulty. The second is the race between those who make genuine products and those who make fake products. Those who make genuine products are always trying to identify fake labels, while those who make fake labels are always trying to make fake labels more authentic. The counterfeiting technology is also updated and iterated relatively quickly. As time goes by, the identification methods of some fake labels will become ineffective. Therefore, in addition to identifying from labels, some technical means are also needed.